Hi, one of my neighbours is a carpenter and I was watching him putting in a window. He's very skilled, does a lovely job of things. We was popping a window in the other day and I saw his chisel roll and the chisels were sort of falling out. So anyway, I said to him, look, drop it in and I'll do something to it. So I have got his chisel roll here. He's actually cleaned it up a bit from when I saw it. It was covered in sawdust. But anyway, it looks quite respectable now. But it's basically all the sort of threads come apart, so your chisels just go through it, which is a bit of a pity really. So it won't be a difficult job. I'll just do a bit of a refurb on this and bring it back to life. Well, I've loaded up my big harness machine for this one with a bonded nylon thread, so it's a 20. I find that bonded nylon thread's very good for this sort of thing actually. It's strong enough to take a good bit of punishment, which is what you need for a chisel tool roll. I'm just going to hold both my threads here to get the tension up a bit. And this machine hasn't got a reverse, so I have to actually turn the work round, which is a little bit of a pain, but it doesn't matter too much. Got a nice new servo motor, which is switched on, so there's no noise. Right, and it's very nice. So I will go around this seam. And the new motor on this machine, it's just sailing through. So I put a narrow central foot in there and a wider outside foot, and I thought I want a little bit more grip on it. I could go faster, but to be frank, I'm in no rush, and it's very nice, oops, being able to take one's time and get it nice. So these corners, which would have been a problem before when it was going faster, are no more a problem. It's a long run, it's a very long tool roll this actually. I was surprised when I saw it again without the chisels in it, just how long it is. I've made a few tool rolls for friends and they're quite popular actually. They're always useful to protect your chisel curve. Go a little bit careful here. It's a bit like band sawing actually, a piece of wood doing these curves on a sewing machine. I find a lot of the skills are sort of transferable. You know, you want to get constant rotation when you're doing a corner on a bandsaw, and it's a similar sort of thing with a sewing machine. You want constant rotation, not too jagged, otherwise it will start struggling to keep its stitch. I've got a rivet here, so right, down there, reverse it round. This machine has a foot operated lift to lift the machine's foot. As I say, no back stitcher, so I have to do a few stitches back. Right, that'll do it. 6 stitches back today. That's a bit more on the generous side. And so that's renewed the lower seam. I did notice that 1 or 2 of these upright seams are also slightly wonky. Down and off we go. That bottom seam's gone, very happy with that actually. I was just looking at the rest of it and it's got one of these canvas sort of pull cords to go around it, pull strap, and the end of it is a little bit sort of fraying and a bit flaky. So what can I do about that? I think a very thin little leather tongue on there, and I say thin because it's going through one of these little buckles, slidey buckles, but I think a little leather tongue will give it a little bit of stiffness on the end, will tidy up that end and make it a bit more satisfying to get through that buckle. So I think I'll do that as a final little refinement. So that's a little leather tongue that I've put on the ends that will stop that fraying and just make it a bit easier to feed through now. I had a few offcuts of leather, so I've just very quickly just turned out some of these little chisel guards, so you can put those over your chisels, slot them in, and it's less likely to break the thread at the bottom next time round. So just a quick little thing there, but using up a few scraps. Well, that was a fairly easy repair, but it's nice because it now means that my neighbour can enjoy using his tool roll once again. Hopefully with those little repairs it will last him many more years. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Bye.